In this video, I'll cover first things to do in Valencia, then foods to try, and finally the weather in March. It was a beautiful Saturday when we landed, and immediately we dropped off our bags and headed out for a walk. Valencia is a very walking-friendly city. Rarely did we ever use transportation. We realized that our Airbnb was only a 5-minute walk from the Plaza de la Virgin. It's in the historic center and it's a really popular place to hang out, and there are many outdoor eating options. You can find the Valencia Cathedral here and also the Turia Fountain. More than anything else, I loved watching people perform at this plaza. It's one of the best places to do so, and I would highly recommend. In the plaza, you can take a tour of the Basilica of Our Lady the Forsaken, who is the patron saint of Valencia. This basilica was built in the 1600s. Right next door is the Valencia Cathedral, which is very well known for housing the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is believed to be the cup that Jesus drank from at the Last Supper, and he passed around to his disciples to drink from it as well. Plaza de Ayuntamiento, which means the Plaza of Town Hall, is another great place to admire historic buildings and walk around to get a good feel of what the city is like. And it's where we randomly stumbled into a parade celebrating Fallas de Valencia. Sarah and we stumbled onto a parade. It's called Fallas de Valencia. We found out later that this is a huge festival in March that is celebrated for weeks. They build giant wooden sculptures, and on the last day of the Fallas, these sculptures are set on fire. So it's basically like a huge bonfire. You can get a good view of the city from the bell tower of Santa Catalina Church. There's also another tower at the Valencia Cathedral, and we got this one confused with that, but this was still worth it. It's even beautiful on the outside, as you can see from the video. We are on top of the bell tower. Some beautiful views up here. It costs €2 to climb up. The Towers of Serrano are one of 12 gates that formed an ancient wall around Valencia to protect the city. It was built in the late 1300s. While the walls have been torn down, the towers still stand, and it's so cool that we're still able to walk through one of the main entrances to get in and out of the city. We are at Torres something.
The Towers of Serrano.
Towers of Serrano?
We have no idea what they are.
It is so cold, like it is freezing. Whew, I wish it would stop raining. I mean, it's still beautiful, but
No, trick is over.
how are palm trees growing here? It's so cold. Valencia is really well known for its City of Arts and Sciences. It looks like a world of the future. I've never seen architecture like this before. You can walk around leisurely and explore. There's an aquarium, a conservatory for plants, museums, and a planetarium. While you can get in for free, each of these attractions are individually priced. We bought tickets to a 3D movie about prehistoric Earth that you can listen to in your own language. That's why we had to wear this ridiculous headgear. This is what our future will look like one day. Welcome to the extraterrestrial. There's a mall right across the street from the City of Arts and Sciences. So once you're done there, you can do some shopping and grab a bite to eat in the mall. Let's now get into some of the amazing Spanish foods we ate in Valencia. One of the best things to do in Valencia is to leisurely walk around for hours. And then when you get hungry, grab a bite to eat. The city has so many restaurants that stay open pretty late into the night. Siesta is between 2:30 and 6:30. This video was taken at 6 p.m. and as you can tell, most of the restaurants are closed. But you can still find places to eat, like this pizza shop that we stumbled upon. It had delicious kebab pizza slices. When you're in Valencia, you've got to get churros. They're on every street corner. Freshly made and so delicious. Just stopped at a churro place and I mean they're like on every street corner. Got this one with con leche, caramel. It is so good. You can also find churros at Horchateria Santa Catalina. It's also very well known for its horchata, which is made from tiger nuts. Take the churro and you dip it in the chocolate. It's so good. This is horchata. You take this thing and you dip it in there. It's all about dipping. You've got to try paella in Valencia because this is where it originated. It is a rice dish mixed with seasonings and meat. We got paella marisco. We have some seafood paella. Apparently Valencia is the home of paella. So excited to eat this. Okay, I do not think we can eat the rest of this. We're stuffed. Stuffed. Tapas are the way to go in Spain. They are little appetizers. You get a bunch of them and it basically adds up to a meal. We went to Botella, which is a very popular tapas place in Valencia. They have so many options to choose from. We went with sweet peppers, fried shrimp, and chorizo. If you want to try a variety of things, Central Market is the place to go. We're at Central Market and we're going to go in and try a bunch of different items here. You can basically buy everything here, including souvenirs and also desserts, fruit, spices, nuts, vegetables, meats, fish. They even have a fish market in the back. Fresh fruit juices. They also serve fresh fruit juice. I got strawberry and orange. What'd you get?
Orange and mango.
They're actually really good. For €1.50. We then headed over to a bakery and got some sweet treats.
Cannoli. So excited to try that.
Is it?
That's really good. Lots of nuts and seeds.
If you're still hungry, head over to get some empanadas and other savory pastries. Voila! The empanadas were about €1.50 to €2. This one has some kind of meat and cheese in it. You've got to try the ham, or as they call it, jamón. Apparently, Spanish ham is the best in the world. We asked for a sampler and got to try a variety of them. The man at the market gave us different slices of meat. This is called serrano, and he named them all too, chorizo and one more.
Everything tastes so fresh here.
If you want coffee, get yourself some from Un Café, which is right across from Central Market. It was one of my favorite spots to get coffee. Sipping on a caramel macchiato. It was only €1.70 from a cute little shop. She knew what she was doing. These are some of the many foods to try in Valencia. Now we are going to move on to what the weather was like in March. It's a very cold and rainy day. We actually did not really prepare or pack the correct items. We were in Valencia the second week of March, and it was pretty cold and raining most of the time. Only 1 out of the 4 days was dry. Thankfully, it was more like spring showers rather than pouring down rain. So the rain was mostly a constant drizzle. It did stop raining every once in a while. The weather was in the low 50s, and some days it was windy. Since we spent most of our time outside, it felt unusually cold. Plus, we did not pack properly and had to layer up to keep warm and also purchase a scarf, which really helped us. Thankfully, people were still out and about in this kind of weather. The weather did not stop us from doing all that we wanted to. We loved our time in Valencia. I would actually pick Valencia over Barcelona anytime because it's a nice city with a small town feel. The pace was slower, and we loved how walkable the city is. So next time, maybe consider adding Valencia to your bucket list.